pressure. Pass. Oh, that's going to do it. Higgins somehow able to get that reception with Joshua Williams all over him. And that should do it.
It was a heavyweight battle right there. Okay? And you guys went toe-to-toe, came out on top. It took everybody in this locker room. What do we say, Duff?
They gotta play us!
They gotta play us. You guys are a force to be reckoned with right now. You guys feel that. They know that. Okay, we got Cleveland coming to town next week. Okay? Hey, listen. We had some tremendous performances across the board. Okay? I could give out 100 game balls like I like to do. Okay, but I'll pinpoint a couple of them. Okay? One of the plays of the game, Jermaine Pratt. I know we had other sacks, but Joseph Osai, that sack on that last one. 106 rushing yards, 6 catches for 49 yards. Where's Samaje P right now? 7 catches for 97 yards. He's back. Hey, I don't even care what the production is, but the catch of the game, T. Higgins. Let me start by this. O-line, hell of a job, man. Hell of a job. It allowed Joe Burrow to go 25 of 31 for 286, 2 touchdowns, ran 11 times for 46 yards, 1 touchdown. Joe Burrow. All right, hey, listen. We got a lot of work left to do. Take it 1 week at a time. We control our own destiny at this point. Understand, we still got 2 more months left of football left. Okay, so you gotta get your routine in order. I know you guys will.
Who they say gonna beat them Bengals? Who they say gonna beat them Bengals?
Welcome to the Queen City Strikes podcast. I'm your host, Ray Summers. Shout out to my co-host, Mavy Madman. Tell him what's up, bro. Ski.
Today, Monday, after the hat trick.
Hell yeah, man. Let's get it, man. Episode 42, Kingdom Has Fallen. I believe it's 42. I hope I'm not wrong. Yep, 42. Kingdom has fallen, man. We got lots to get into today, man. Great victory yesterday. Bengals versus Chiefs. I almost said Bengals versus Rams. Bengals versus Chiefs, man. Hope everybody got their who-day ways today whenever you're listening to this. Bengals win 27-24. I believe you was in range with your score, I believe. I think you had like a 4-point spread.
Yeah, I had 31-27.
27, yeah. I was like 11 points, but yeah. I'm going to say, yeah, you was the closest one. But yeah, man, let's get into the shits, bro. Let's get into the shits, man. Bengals win. Victory ran for all this, bro. Like I said, great. Also, it's another statement win, man. Another key statement win on this run that we're on. That makes it 4 straight. I believe that's a streak. We're on a run right now, 4 in a row. 3 in a row against the Chiefs since the last meeting they won wore the orange jerseys. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tongue twisted. Last time they won the orange jerseys. But yeah, man, everybody went out. Everybody, bro, I'll say everybody had their input. Just like the Titans game, I feel like everybody had their input. I'll just say, like, only miscues I just didn't like. What we're going to get into later was the 4th down with the Trent Taylor thing. But other than that, bro, like, the protection offensive line looked great. We saw Chris Evans finally comes out the woodworks, score. I'll call that basically the game-winning touchdown. That basically set them over the top. And then, of course, Piron did his thing. Also, yeah, like I said, we'll talk about the Hayden Hurst here in a minute. Like I said, he did his thing. Even Michael Wilcox come off the bench stepping up. He caught some I think caught like maybe 2 or 3 passes. That was clutch. That was for first downs. You know, gotta give him kudos to that. Boy did good. What I'll tell him is to keep his head up, bro. Like I said, you got to keep your head up on that shit because the last thing we need, I don't think he is going to be down on himself. I mean, he probably is down on himself for dropping that ball, but I'm just saying going forward, I hope he isn't too hard on himself with that shit. Just keep your head up, bro. Higgins doing Higgins shit. You can't be mad. Can't be mad and sealed the deal at the last minute with the key 3rd and 11 play that Burrow passed to him to basically seal the deal, to basically be curtains. And of course, your man Jamar Chase did his thing on his debut back. I think it was like 5-6 catches for 97 yards or something like that. He did great. But yeah, everybody had their input, man. Everybody did great. Offense, defense, special teams. We'll get into the grades in a minute, but what do you got to say about this game, bro? I'm satisfied with just another statement game.
I mean, literally just every phase of the game they played extremely well in. I was impressed with watching the rewind was the amount of time that the pocket, was staying open for Burrow to make his passes and stuff.
Facts. It was like 4 Mississippi.
Right. He actually had time.
Yeah.
Pirine, for whatever reason, the run game, we already said it, it seems smoother when he's out there, and everything's fully clicking.
Mm-hmm. At the right time, like we said last week, I felt like, they're at the peak where we're seeing all the weapons showing their strengths and like at the right time, literally at the right time. And it's great to see, especially with a game like this. But yeah, definitely, man. But now it's going to be just like how we said last week, it's going to be interesting what they're going to do going forward. We're going to talk about that shit going into next week against the Browns. But Pirine is looking nice, man. It's like Maverick said, man. It's the way the way he's moving with the offense. Looking at the stripe rewind when you watch it, it looks very organic. It's like the way they respond with Pirine is very different with Mixon. I mean, we haven't seen Mixon in 2 weeks, so it's like, I mean, I'm sure we might see him this coming week, but Pirine is looking great, man. Like I thought we won that part of the bargain getting him on board. But the crazy thing is, I do recall when everybody wanted him off the team. Like fan-wise, not players, but fans.
No, I knew you meant fan-wise.
Yeah, going back to the Super Bowl, or just not even before the Super Bowl, like people was questioning why he was in other than Mixon. But now you're kind of seeing why. To be honest with y'all, man, you're kind of seeing why he's in the game. It's like you're seeing his impact, and it's a strong impact. It's not like something minor. It's literally a big impact to that offense, and it's making our offense look like that smash mouth football, like in in the 90s with the running game. Like it's almost like that type of time. But anything else you want to add to this win, bro, before we get to the real shits?
Oh, we can go right in.
But this shit's crazy, man. But yeah, man, Burrow's been killing it, bro. His career with the Chiefs, man. Let me give y'all some numbers, bro. His career numbers with the Chiefs, man. Burrow is 78 out of 108. That's 72%. 982 yards, bro. That is 327.3 yards per game. 9 TDs, only 1 interception. 120.9 passer rating. And like I said, passer rating. That's what a W. Rating. Sorry, y'all. I'll tell you I'm tongue twisted. And we're 3-0 against the boys, man. Against the Chiefs, bro. They're killing it, bro. He's killing it. Like I said, the pocket protection, the offensive line has been increasing like a motherfucker, bro. Can't complain like that. I don't think he only got touched probably like 1 time, maybe. Yesterday, I believe. Might have been once or twice, man.
Well, I mean, every year now, they all they talk about with the Chiefs is how they're undefeated in November and December and blah, blah, blah. And then the Bengals gave them a December to remember. So here you go.
You did mention that after the game yesterday. Hell yeah, man. You can't complain about that. Now, let's get into what the fuck I was just talking about earlier, bro. The 4th and goal shit. This goes back to the stuff that we've been talking about, bro. It's like, the Bengals get too cute, bro. Like when they get a little bit too comfortable, they get too cute.
That was a whack ass play,
especially
coming off of a timeout.
Thank you, bro.
And that is what you drew up. Like
David called a timeout, y'all. That's the worst part. So I was sitting there. I'm like, all right, at the commercial break, this shit better be a solid play because whatever play they're about to run beforehand, I was like, They better not try to. They did a hard count. That's what they did. They did a hard count. I'm like, yo, just give it to P-Ron. Like, what y'all waiting on? We just sat here and told y'all, man. Not even just telling y'all. You've been seeing it. If you're a spectator of the Bengals, you had to been seeing like P-Ron, like give the ball to P-Ron. What they did, bro, yesterday, that was a Russell Wilson moment, bro, in the Super Bowl. Instead of giving it the beast mode, you going to pass. Well, not even pass it. They just gave it to the wrong person, bro.
Right.
And that's another thing to add to this game, bro. Straight out the gate, Bengals was electric. This is the add-on to the shit I was about to say. I just missed it. Yo, this game, I'll be honest with you. The Chiefs got mad lucky because this game could have been almost 35-17 or whatever. Like, it could have been on that type of reach. If the Bengals would have took advantage of that 14-3 lead, yeah, the game would have been a large, like it looked like it. It was looking like it was getting to that point. It was almost looking relatable to when we came off the bye week playing the Steelers last year, and we came out scoring in the first half. It was like 28-3 in the first half. It was literally on that type of time. It was this close to be on that type of time, so they messed it up with that play. Now, let me pick y'all back up, back to the fourth down. Back to this shit. You got to give the ball to P-Ron, man. You have to, man. It's like plays like that could cost you the game. It could cost so much. Like I said, that was like a Russell Wilson-like play they did, man. Anything you want to add to this?
I get the aggressiveness.
Go ahead.
But I'm the type, I've been saying it all along, those types of games and that type of situation, take the field goal.
Or
take the points. And that's all I kept doing the rest of the game was watching how the points was going. Like, okay, right now we should be up 20-17 right now instead of us being tied 17-17.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they scored and it was 24-20. And I'm sitting there going, well, if that extra field goal, it'd be 24-23. We'd be down one and only need a field goal to win. You know, and that's the math I kept doing the whole damn game, all because we didn't want to take the points.
You're right. It's like a numbers game. But you definitely got to take what's given to you. But like I said, the Chiefs was just, I don't understand. That's what I'm saying, man. They got way too cute, man. It ain't, these type of games ain't time to be cute. It's just pick the best play and use your strengths. And P-Ron been moving the chains. I don't think he had no negative yardage the whole game. Even the past two games, we haven't seen negative yardage. So it's like, why are you doing that type of play? And it's like, and I don't know, Dunlap, he was just right on the money with that shit. It was hard to tell. Like, as soon as the ball was snapped, he was already there. So it was kind of hard to see, like, if maybe the refs might have missed him jumping the count. I don't know, bro. But at the end of the day, you can't do plays like that in critical moments like that. But
I'm fine with the Bengals being underdogs. I love being the underdog. But all the talk they had about the Bills and the Chiefs and whatnot. Why aren't they talking about Bengals and the Chiefs as much as the Bills and the Chiefs? All three games were exciting-ass games. I mean, you don't even have to be a fan of either team. Just be a fan of football in general and go, holy shit, this game, you don't know what the hell's going to happen at any given.
You're right. It's like smash mouth football, man. Literally smash mouth football. I say you can't complain, cannot complain, but yeah, man, going forward, man, I hope they take that play out of the playbook, man. You got to do better than that. Definitely got to do better than that. Anything? Oh yeah, you basically told me, but let's tell the crowd. The Hayden Hurst injury, man. What was the result on that?
They're not fully saying the extent of it, but they're already basically declared him out for this upcoming game against the Browns, and it could potentially miss a couple games at least if they're already the very next day saying he's going to miss the next game. So,
man,
we'll have to see what happens with Hurst. Mixon should hopefully clear concussion protocol sometime today, tomorrow, no later than Wednesday.
He's been on concussion protocol since like the game before the Titans?
2 weeks.
Yikes. Hope he all right. Or maybe hope he all right. I'm not used to seeing somebody on protocol that long. Unless that's like the new thing now, just to be for player safety, they try to keep him out for like 2 weeks. Because I know with the Chiefs, what they did with Juju present, it's like they just kept him out the first half and brought him in the second half. But he missed the first week, obviously, when it first happened. But the following game, he's missed the first half. But, I mean, like we're saying, man, it's kind of just best to go with P-Ron. We've been saying it for the last, 2 weeks now, for right now. But at least we got that out of the way. Hope Hayden Hurst is all right. So basically, he might be out for maybe 2 games at the most. At the most. And it might be that it might have been that hit that you're talking about on the stripe rewind. It might have happened right there early in the game where he got hit from the and it hit his calf. I'm trying to figure out a legit way of saying it, but yeah.
Only thing I could think of is, overextended, light strain.
Mm-hmm. And it was cold out there too, so I know them hits was hurting. All right, here we go, man. Going forward, man, should Joe Burrow be in the MVP conversation after this game? I'm saying hell yeah. I don't see why not.
I was just going to say, I don't see why he couldn't be either.
Yeah,
I know they had the horrible start, but I think they showed a stat during the game yesterday that something with his interceptions, all his interceptions happened like early on. And since then,
he's been on the money since then. Like I said, I just gave y'all the stats, man. Like, and then, like I said, you come back and beat the Chiefs again. That's 3 in a row. I said they went in the road last week, did that. Like I said, he's been showing MVP like caliber type off, like literally, man, QB motion. You can't be complaining about this shit. Like, it's great performance by Joe Burrow that we're seeing, man. I just hope they can keep him healthy and keep him protected. That's just where I'm at with that. Because without number 9, I don't see us going anywhere, bro. So I was like, I hope they could keep him protected, keep him safe, keep him healthy, man. I believe that's what Pat Mahomes told him at the end of the game. I don't know if you saw that, but when they shook hands, told him to stay healthy and all that shit. So yeah, hope there ain't no sign of nothing or voodoo, but I hope he's good. hope he's good going forward. But yeah, definitely should be in the MVP conversation. I don't know who else should be up there with him, but definitely Burrow has to be on that list. He has to be.
Oh, Burrow, Mahomes, Allen.
Yeah.
Who knows, the way they keep talking him up, Mike White.
Lord. Way to throw that one in there. Hey, you never know, though. You never know. You definitely never know. It might be the first time was like no running backs is in the running. I don't really think so. That's crazy.
I mean, no one's really talking too much. I know Derrick Henry, I think, is leading the way with yardage wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's been like a quarterback league, really. Been like quarterback league. I haven't seen too many. I mean, your running backs, some of them get off, but it's not as frequent as what we've been seeing previous. Sorry. But here we go, man. Are the Bengals Super Bowl contenders, bro? I'm going to answer and say right now, yes. They're right now. They're on the very incline. Like they in the green light. I don't see nobody. I mean, it might sound cocky. I'm just confident in what we're doing. Just beating the Chiefs. This where I'm at with the whole beating the Chiefs thing. The reason why like it's a rewarding win beating the Chiefs because we know what they're capable of doing. Andy Reid is a brilliant coach. He sets them up with a great game plan each and every single game. But this game specifically, and I know we haven't got to the Bills yet. That'd be another test that we will see here coming up shortly. But just beating the Chiefs is just like that. That's like on the top of the hill. That's literally on the top of the hill. And getting through them, like I said, for the third time, it's like sky's the limit. It's like they didn't control their own destiny at this point. Only thing that can mess this up is them messing it up for themselves, them beating themselves, them not doing good, not showing up, not executing on plays, not even executing on the game plan. But they're doing that. And they, like I said, it's like deja vu. Been telling y'all, man, it's like deja vu. It's like the Bengals they're peaking really at the right time. And we haven't even seen everything yet, bro. Like we haven't seen the duo back that you've been talking about since last year. I'm dying to see what that looks like. And we might see it with Hayden Hurst being out, bro. We might see it. It's very close. We might see it, and Michael Wilcox be the blocker, but we might see it. But are the Bengals contenders? Yes. It's just I feel like the next statement game is going to be the Bills. That's going to be the next one that we're going to have to look at. And if they beat the Bills, then yeah, the Bengals can control their own destiny, man. Only how they could lose is if they beat themselves. What do you got to say, bro? Bengals contenders.
Well, I mean, absolutely they are. I mean, unfortunately for the Bengals, yeah, all the talk is, that how hard our schedule is, and unfortunately, that is the case. We got the gauntlet. From this point on, you got to play literally pretty much half a season, a full season worth of playoffs with the second half of our season and the playoffs themselves. It's literally just nonstop playoff games at this point.
Include next week.
I mean, you just beat back-to-back division leaders in Tennessee and Kansas City. For people to not take them seriously right now would be just ignorant on their part.
Facts.
But I think the last thing that would probably need to happen is they need to beat Cleveland this coming Sunday. Because for whatever reason, as much as we want to talk about how we own the Chiefs, the Browns own us. So where we're contending against division leaders, we need to be able to compete well against the bottom feeders.
That's a fact.
So, and then you still have Watson now, which is going to be a second game. Yeah, he was rusty yesterday. And again, they were playing Houston, so it's very hard to judge a game against the Houston Texans. But based off of how we played against them last time that we played and what I saw yesterday from them, you got to keep what you're doing now. Just keep it going. Don't go, well, this game should be a little easier. Nah, forget all that. You got to keep,
like you said,
blinders on and keep on the trail.
Yep, you got to play like it's literally like it's the end, like it's the playoffs on the line, man.
Right.
And yeah, like it definitely starts. Even though we're on a win streak run right now, it definitely starts. Like you said, got to beat the Browns. Then the following games,
you still got to keep up with Baltimore because as of right now, as long as we're tied with Baltimore, they win the division. So you have got to make sure you're especially divisional games. You got to take care of business. You only won one of them.
Exactly. We got 2 to go. Just to feed off what Maverick's saying, the remaining schedule is the Browns we're going to get into later in the show. After that, next week, we got the Buccaneers. The following that's the Patriots. Following that's the Bills. Highlight that. That's after New Year's on the 2nd. And lastly, the last play of the game, last team of the season, is the Ravens. So, yeah, man, sky's the limit,
I still think everything's going to come down to that game.
For the, just overall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, there won't be benching starters the rest.
No, because that could be that. I'm going to say this, yo.
Division winner. It depends on what's going on because right now, supposedly Lamar Jackson's running on a flat tire.
Yeah, I know. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, anything can happen because I believe they still have the Browns coming up. And if they're without him, and if the Browns kind of sneak one off, and we somehow beat the Browns, and then, like I said, we come like I got a pipe dream that we won all out and somehow got the first seed. That's me pipe dreaming.
That is completely.
But it's realistic though.
Yes, we're only a game behind.
Yeah,
that's what kills me. We're 2 kicks away from having a 2-game lead on the number 1 seed. But I'm not going to keep reharshing back on old shit.
I feel you.
But you're playing everybody that's above you, so you control it. You already beaten 3 of the leaders. Well, Miami's no longer the division leader.
No more.
They lost, but still, you beat Miami, you beat Tennessee, you beat Kansas City. You're right there.
Being playoff team, they're literally right there. Is just literally they just got to get over the Bills, and then literally we'll probably be the favorites coming out of the AFC, hands down.
Oh, we won't.
Hands down.
And I don't want to be.
You won't be the favorites coming out of the AFC.
We won't be, and I don't want to be.
You want to be the underdog.
Let us stay the underdog. Keep talking.
That's fine.
Shit.
That's fine.
Let all the conversation be about the Eagles, about the Cowboys, about the Bills, about the Chiefs, and we'll just do like we did last year. Just we're at that back door. Hello,
knocking on your door. Like they said, they got to play us, man. They got to play us. That's the new motto, and that's a fact. They got to play us, man. And we're looking dangerous. And this, we're not trying to talk about just the offense. I know we're just talking about just the offense right now. The defense is even looking nice, bro. Like Cam Britt stepping in for Rouzier has been real major. He's been, taking up a huge role. Eli Apple's still doing his thing. The safety's still doing their thing. And the D-line, like I said, we still look like the Super Bowl caliber type team. It's just only thing that's going to be scaring me going forward is probably the running game because that Pacheco kid was getting loose yesterday and McKinnon. They was both getting loose.
They were, but also at the same time, the Chiefs don't have much of a run game.
They don't.
And they do have Mahomes.
Yeah.
So the defense was focused on shutting down Mahomes.
They were the pass.
And that's what the defensive scheme was. From this point forward, out of your remaining opponents, they're all pretty much run-first teams. except for Buffalo.
Yeah, except for Buffalo. That's pass
and
heavy.
maybe Tampa Bay. But everybody else is going to be is their strengths are in their run game, and that's pretty much it. So we'll see how that plays out. Our best part on defense is the run defense, and you're going up against mainly running teams.
Facts. You ain't lying. As long as they all stay healthy, man, like I don't see nothing wrong going forward. They just got to contain that run game when it gets to it. Because I said he was getting a little loose. They was both getting loose. Both of the running backs were getting loose. But anything else to add before we move forward, bro? This is gonna be a pipe dream question for you right here.
I'm ready.
All right. So since we're over here talking about the Bengals, basically underdogs coming out the AFC. Who would you like to see them play? Let's say right now we're in Glendale, Arizona. Who you want to see the Bengals playing?
For
the Super Bowl.
For the Super Bowl itself?
Yes, sir. If we're pipe dreaming right now, this is a prediction.
I mean, if we're pipe dreaming, I'll just throw my own pipe dream out there because besides being a Bengals fan, I've always also been an Eagles fan. So for me, my Super Bowl is Eagles and Bengals.
That is true. I could see you hoping.
I prefer the Bengals to win, obviously. Yeah, and I'll be upset that they don't. But the Eagles will win, so I'll still be somewhat happy. But
bro, with me, man, because it's kind of hard to tell who's coming out the NFC because your team is looking nice, the Eagles. Then you got the boys, the Cowboys. They're looking real nice. And then, which we saw them earlier this year. We did see them earlier this year, which is telling. Then you got the San Francisco, but they just lost
now
Jimmy.
They're running with Mr. Irrelevant. Yeah. Which he's the very first Mr. Irrelevant to throw for a touchdown.
Yeah, man.
In the NFL. Kudos to him.
Yeah, kudos to him, bro. So yeah, they're gonna be without Garoppolo. He's out for the season. I saw they got Josh Johnson that was playing with us previously. They got him playing.
Well, I'm gonna throw this out there.
Go ahead.
So if you're talking about San Francisco, as of today, I'm sure you saw it. The Carolina Panthers decided to release Baker Mayfield. If you did not see that.
Wow.
So look for Baker Mayfield to end up signing with San Francisco. He asked to be released. It was a mutual decision, and Carolina granted it. They went ahead and released him.
Ain't no way in hell, bro. That's gonna be the death of them, bro.
I could see him ended up in San Francisco.
I'm kind of glad you mentioned that. All right, so we got him in San Francisco, and then we got the Vikings with Cousins. Them probably the teams that's like the favorites. If I had to pick one of them, bro, I kind of like history repeating itself, but at the same time, the Cowboys they got shit clicking on both sides. So I feel like if anything, they're probably the best to me. To me, they're probably the best ones coming out next to the Eagles. If I had to rank it, Cowboys, Eagles. Yeah, damn, the Vikings and San Francisco might be a little tied, but yeah, bro. If I had to choose, I like the Cowboys coming out of it. Because we saw them earlier this year. I could see definitely be another rematch. I could see that happening, but we'll see. We'll see. Anything's on the table. We don't know yet. We're just pipe dreaming. We're almost on the verge of the playoffs, on the road to playoffs. 4 more games, and the season's completely done and over with, off to the postseason. So we'll see going forward. You got the Eagles. I say the Cowboys, but we'll see. We will see. The current playoff picture right now, man. Let me get y'all the current playoff picture. Right now, the Bills at number 1.
Back in Tennessee.
Yeah, I know. Which we just talked about. Told you, it's a possible we might see their asses again, man. Yeah, Bills at 1. They got the Chiefs playing the Jets. The Chiefs is 2, Jets at 7. The Ravens 3 playing against the number 6 Dolphins, and then they got the number 4 Titans playing against the fifth seed us, the Bengals. So yeah, man, we will see. Like I said, 4 more games. Anything is possible. A lot of things could shake up because Jets sitting at 7-5. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could shake up, man.
They'll be careful, them Jets, man. As long as they got Mike White.
Yeah, they going forward with Mike White. That shit crazy, bro. I still can't believe that shit. But
I'm talking shit right now, but I honestly think Mike White's better than Zach Wilson. I'm just saying.
Facts. I mean, I believe so. Now the question is, Would you take Zach Wilson or Brandon Allen?
Zach Wilson.
I just love you how to think about it. I just love you how to think about it. Go ahead.
Because at least the offense will look like it has life to it versus Allen, and as far as I'm concerned. And if it don't work out, Wilson will bang the other coach's mom.
Yeah, man.
You know,
we don't need that type of trouble, man. We don't need that type of trouble, but yeah, man. That'd be wild. That'd be wild. Shit, it'd be cool. I know he wouldn't accept it, but I mean, all right, Baker, Brandon Allen.
Baker.
No, facts.
There was no thought process.
That's what I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh man, we might need somebody, bro, just in case, man. But yeah, that's the playoff picture, y'all, man. We just over here pipe dreaming. Here we go, man. Offense, defense, special teams, play calling, performance, and grade. You going first, bro. I went last week. Let's go.
All right. I'm just going to go ahead and to me, it's the same grade all the way across the board.
Oh shit, let's go.
To me, it's an A+ all the way around.
All the way around? Okay.
I mean, I don't see any issues from the special teams. You know,
okay.
Back, showed his foot again. I'm just going to call him. He's back now.
Yeah.
You know, the offense, the way they went, look at, Burrow's stats, stand for themselves. You know, the offensive line's protecting the way they should.
Right.
The coaching game plan seemed to work really well. Like I know you said the run game was getting there, but defensively they planned on attacking, defending against Mahomes, not against their run game. You know, they were fighting for the ball. They had the strip and everything else for the defense. I mean, they did give up a few big pass plays here and there, but you're going up against Mahomes, who has the number one, the Chiefs have the number one offense. And even without Hill, they still put up all the, 20+ yard plays and everything else. So it's not unexpected. You haven't done anything different than all the other teams did, yeah, for every part of the game when their number was called, they answered it.
Facts. I'm with you.
If you want, I could say I can bump the coaching from an A+ down to an A, since they went on that goofy ass 4th down play after a timeout. But everything else literally went the Bengals' way.
Bet. All right. So A+ across the board, or you got A+
you're against
and
the number
A?
one team in the
AFC
conference.
Yeah, conference. Yeah.
And the way that you played it, shit.
You did.
Played it. I mean, to me, it was perfection.
It was. They never lost a beat. They never gave up. They didn't never let Kansas City get the momentum for a long period of time. It was a quick switch up. Like the moment something happened, they turned around, offense came on the field, switched it up. I'm right there with you right there. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I mean, the last 2 times we played, we were down by 2-3 touchdowns at half. We didn't do that this time. It was tied.
Nope, it was tied. You're right. All right. I'm going to go straight across. All right, offense. I'm going B+. The only reason I'm going B+ is due to the miscue with the Tyler Boyd incident, him missing that touchdown. That would have set him over the top. The fourth down miscue of Trent Taylor, that kind of will mess up some shit a little bit. And there was another situation that happened that was in my mind, and I literally completely forgot, went blank. But no more than the top 2. That's making me just go B+. Other than that, they look solid. Everything
maybe
looked
that
very
goofy
solid.
play towards the end of the game where Burrow went down instead of handing it to
That's what it was. Thank you. It was literally in closing minutes, y'all. I think I believe. Thank you, Maverick. I believe Kansas City only had 1 timeout left. I believe it was under 2 minutes, or it might have been 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
They had none. They had no timeouts left.
Right,
the only time for the stop was going to be the 2-minute warning at that point.
And it was a 2nd and 4. Yes, it was a 2nd and 4. They went for a pass play instead of just handing it off to Piron. So yeah, thank you. That was the play. That gave me the B+. But other than that, if you just scratch out those 3 miscues, I mean, yes, it was a great game, but it would have been a perfect game if they would have nailed all that. It would have been a perfect game. It would have turned out to be, like I said earlier, it could have been like a 35-17 like game. It could have been way out of reach from the jump, straight out the gate. Going into the defense, B-. Only reason B-. The run game was getting a little loose. Mahomes was getting a little, bro. He kept getting them damn raindrop plays off. And there was no awareness with the corners or the safeties, like to deflect the pass. Yes, I do give Jermaine Pratt kudos for getting that strip sack. I mean, the strip fumble. That was a key momentum play of the whole game. That was the beginning of the fourth quarter when that happened. That was a key momentum play. Other than that, looking at the defense, everything was swell. They got a sack. Joseph Asai got it. We finally seen him. He got the sack. That was a key sack that set up the 55-yard missed field goal. So that was clutch. Matter of fact, I'll just change to B+, not B-, B+. So B+. B+ for both of these. Special teams, A+. Mick Pearson's back. I always just wish that we could see like a punt or kick return, bro. But it's okay. It's okay. Play calling, B-. And we already basically went through that with the offense. It was just a miscue on those plays. But yeah. So I got B+, B+, A+, B-. You want anything you want to say to that, Mav?
No, that was
all right. He says I'm cool.
All right. We did the grades.
I might say we did the grades. All right, here we go. Players of the game. I guess you could pick one on offense, one on defense, or if he's got one at the top of your mind, that's fine too.
Oh, I got it. I got it all.
I'm gonna say, players of the game. I'll go Jermaine Pratt.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go T. Higgins.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was my same.
That was yours. Okay. If I had to go on the flip side, I would go Chris Evans. No, I'll go Joe Burrow for the offense. Defense. Damn, who else fucking showed out on defense? I know somebody else showed out, man.
What is it you're doing?
I'm trying to think of like a player of the game for the defense. If I did like an alternate, like pick like a second
instead
option.
Of those two?
Yeah, instead of those two.
That we did? Okay.
Yeah. So I got Joe Burrow, and I'm trying to think of somebody on defense that went off. I'll say either. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just add Joseph Asai on there, just because that sack was huge, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That sack was money because, like I said, Mahomes was getting off these lucky ass raindrop plays. I don't know how he was doing it, but it's Mahomes. Mahomes. I don't know how he was doing it, but he was just floating that shit up there. Dude just catching it
on the steak.
Yeah, man, just catching that shit. You said ketchup on the steak.
Just kept doing the ketchup on the steak,
bro. I'm just like, I don't know how he's doing it, but that sack was huge. Like I said, it set up the 55-yard field goal, went wide right. Thank God. Curtains. But yeah, them mine right there. Anything else to add for the players of the game?
No. Did you do a play of the game yet?
We're about to do that right now. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
You sound thirsty. Go ahead. You go first.
Oh, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not thirsty. I mean, to me, the defensive play of the game obviously was Pratt. The offensive play of the game was the deal breaker at the end. Burrow passed it to Higgins. But another play of the game for me was a play that didn't even count, and I'll be damned. I hate that did not count because he went out of bounds. The one-hander from Chase out of bounds was sick as hell.
It was.
And he was just a hair from being inbounds, but there was a penalty on the play anyways. Either way, it wouldn't have. But that was sick.
It was sick.
For me right there.
It was sick. Hey, I'll say this. This is a veteran play. Jesse Bates flopped because he saw mad people getting on the field.
I didn't want to talk about it. I really didn't. He pulled the LeBron James. That shit had me mad. I mean, to me, he was watching too much of the World Cup the past 2 years, man.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. If he didn't do it, bro, it would have been a flag. Too many men on the field. Hey, that was a veteran play. He had his antennas up. The antennas was up, bro. I'm not mad at him, bro. Brittany Mahomes was mad, but I wasn't mad. She gets upset every time. I wasn't mad.
I'm not getting into that one.
Yeah, I wasn't mad. I was like, yes. that was just so. Hey, you do what you gotta do to win the game, y'all. I don't give a fuck what anybody saying. You do what you gotta do to win the game. Like, it's okay when other teams do it, but don't be mad when we do it because, hey, you got to do what you got to do to win the game, man. I'm with it, bro. I had that written on here. I was like, I don't think Maverick's going to say this one, so I'll say it.
I was trying to avoid it.
That shit funny as hell. All right, we did the play of the games. All right, I think that's it with that one. Yeah, man. Up next, man, week 14, Battle of Ohio, Battle of I-75, where the fuck you want to call it, man, against the Browns. They coming in at 5-7. What has to happen for what has to happen for them to win this game? I swear I'm tongue twisted today, y'all. It's all good. Speaking too fast.
1,000% the opposite of what you did their first fucking go round.
Yeah.
God, I mean, nothing was working.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I forget the first meeting. I don't remember the first meeting.
I mean, we have got to stop their run. We have got to convert on third downs. That's what killed us so bad offensively in the last game. We couldn't move the ball. Whether it was Mixon trying to run and we couldn't get the passes off, the line was doing shit.
Now it's coming back to me. It's prime time. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, you're right.
You just got to fix all that. I mean, you definitely got to shut down their run game. Make sure you pay attention to Watson now. Even though he's still going to be rusty in that, the play potential's still there. And his name alone might hype that offense up. Offensively, you got to convert on third downs. Don't beat yourselves with stupid ass penalties and get, clutch situations. It's pretty much all I got for what Cleveland is just go out in the field and execute it.
Thank you. That's probably the key word of it. It's just you got to just go out and execute the game plan. I'm with you. We kind of basically went through it throughout basically the beginning of the show, talking about the Browns a little bit. It's just you got to contain Chubb, contain the other one with Chubb and
Kareem Hunt.
Contain them two. Other than that, and definitely depth. You might have to have somebody to be a spy just in case if Watson runs off because he got fresh legs. So Brissett wasn't really a runner like that. Jacoby Brissett wasn't really a runner, but Watson will run. Trust me, he will run. So I hope they have somebody on spy to take care of that. Hopefully Logan Wilson and Pratt will be busy. They will be busy in this game. I expect it.
And again, take the points.
Thank you.
When you're in that, don't do the stupid bullshit. Just take the goddamn points.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Don't get too cute. Go just win the game. Take the points like Maverick is saying. Get out of here and we focus on the next dude. And I think that'd be the Buccaneers.
12-9 is the final.
Win the game.
Fucking take the win. You're right. Take the dub.
We were just saying it. I don't care how you win. They better win this game because this is a must win. They have to win this game, especially for the division. That's still anybody up for grabs. So, yeah, definitely do that. Yeah, I agree with you on all that. You got a score prediction?
Oh, I do.
Man, if I'm gonna go with mine, I'll give you two of them. Depending on how the conditions are going into Sunday, we have no clue. I'm just going to assume it's going to be cold as shit and cloudy, but we don't know what it's going to be like. Okay, on one side, okay. Offense is electric. Defense kind of gave us maybe some miscues. I'll get the final score. I'll get the Bengals 31. I'll get the Browns 21. On another score, if it's like some low ball and shit, like some shit that you were saying, and it was just strictly just smash mouth football, it's just run game on run game, and defense is just doing their damn thing. Bro, I could see Bengals leave out of there at 21, Browns 16. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, you kind of I kind of have two scores in my head too, and my second one was basically what you said. I was going to say Brown, what'd you say, 21-17?
21-16.
21-16. I was going to say 17. As my secondary score.
Okay.
The way the Bengals are playing, if they continue that momentum and continue to play exactly the way they've been doing it, I see 24-10.
That's very possible.
But they haven't done anything against the Browns the last 3 games to prove to me that type of score.
That's the only thing. Even though that'd be very rewarding coming to the game like that, but it's just like, but yeah. But yeah, I like your scores too. I said any other two are possible. Any of them are possible, man. Sky's the limit. But yeah, anything else to add with the Browns? We're going to the NFL news and results. Gucci, let's go forward, man. Let me get y'all the NFL news and Week 13 results, man. Tonight, we got, I believe it's the Saints Buccaneers tonight. Monday Night Football.
Olave, I need your help.
You say you need Olave? Yeah,
I need him to step up.
It's possible. He probably will.
Dalton, you better fucking find him.
Yeah, he probably will. This past Thursday on December 1st, the Bills played the Patriots. They won 24-10. We just told y'all about the Bengals winning against the Chiefs 27-24. The Steelers beat the Falcons 19-16. The Packers beat the Bears 28-19. The Jaguars, I don't know what happened, but the Jaguars lose to the Lions 40. They put up a 40 bone.
Mash.
40, the 14. Y'all think that's the highest the Lions scored in the last probably like 18 years, bro. No joke. When the last time you seen the Lions get 40? Not never. I can't even think of time, bro, but kudos to them. The Vikings beat the Jets 27-22. Commanders and Giants tied in overtime.
Right.
2020 vision. Tied in overtime, bro. Tied in overtime. And just a disclaimer, they play each other again. I believe that game got flexed, the prime time, for Sunday night, I believe. I think I saw that before we started the show. So, yeah, that's going to be crazy.
Washington's been an interesting team this year.
Yeah, they have. I will say this. Okay. Carson Wentz, Brandon Allen.
Oh, back up Carson Wentz. Most of the time, man, it's going to be someone other than Brandon Allen.
I'm just trying to hear your head
to the bottom of the barrel for me to really have to sit there and think.
Because, man, it's just crazy. Like, all right, Carson Wentz has been to like 2 different teams, bro. And it's just crazy how it started and then how it's going and how it's finished. It's crazy how fast the forecast changed, bro. With Carson Wentz there. Man, that shit's wild. Other scores, man. Titans lose against the Eagles 35-10. Man, AJ Brown showed up. I know they shooting themselves in the foot about that shit. And then this game, the game that you're talking about earlier, Ravens, Broncos. I was really praying the Broncos going to pull that off, bro.
Right.
They were this close to pulling that off, bro. We'd be having a different type of conversation today. But yeah, Ravens win 10-9, and which Maverick told y'all about earlier. Lamar Jackson went out with a knee injury, I believe.
I think it is.
It was like a knee injury. So yeah, we have no clue what's going on.
He's hopping around with a flat tire at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Not looking too good. We don't know what the verdict is yet. Nothing has happened as of now. Let me check. Yeah, nothing has happened as of now. Going forward, man, Browns. Deshaun Watson's first game back into the league, back officially. They win 27-14. This is what I'll say about this game that we could tag real fast. And I'm sure, I don't know how long we're going to be on this group. But the game itself, I'm with you. He didn't do shit. I feel like the defense and special teams would help the Browns win that game. Wasn't for the defense and special teams, I don't know how that game would have ended. It could have been probably 17-14, probably.
Right.
But background information about this game. Maverick brought to my attention, everybody, like once we got off the show last week, and we totally missed this, like after we got off the show. We saw that the accusers, I keep getting tongue twisted, the accusers of Deshaun Watson in that case that we've been basically seeing for the last year and a half, 2 years now, they were in attendance at the damn game. And my question to everybody is like, what the fuck are they doing at the game? And this is where I'm getting at with this. It's like, okay, because I'm just throwing this out there. Like, if you, like I said, to just I just know most percentage, I'll say a great percentage of women, if they got abused or assaulted, I don't see them going to their abuser's job the following week or the following month or 2 months later. I don't see what were they trying to gain with coming to the game. And it's making it look like what basically me and Maverick been preaching, at least I've been preaching. I don't want to throw Maverick on the hill with me like that. At least me, because I've been defending him. It's like it's literally making it seem like it was just literally a full-blown money grab. It's like, okay, did they pay for the tickets or the tickets got paid for them? And then I'm gonna go a step further. It's crazy how the news came out when the shit was going on that the Texans owner had a big impact of all that shit happening. And of course, they're coming to the Texans game, which is wild. They were at the Texans. They weren't at the Brown Stadium doing this. They were at the Texans Stadium. So it's just like, it's wild. And it's like, with all the pieces that's coming together with this, I'm sure a lot of people forgot about it. I'm sure a lot of people don't really give a fuck about it. I'm sure a lot of people still keeping that same energy, depending on what side you're on. But at this point, bro, you got to open your eyes and call a spade and say this whole situation was fucked up. Period. Point blank, period, man. This whole situation is fucked up. And I don't agree with it at all, man, because that's like harassment on like just to defend him for a minute. Like that's almost like harassment. Like you come into the game to a person that allegedly like assaulted you and abused, and et cetera, X, Y, and Z. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. What do we know?
Not to backtrack real quick.
You're good,
Lamar
bro.
Jackson, looking it up, he is week to week. As of right now, it looks like he will miss maybe a couple weeks. Definitely will be most likely missing this game against the Steelers. But it's not season ending.
And that's major, y'all. Because they got to see the Steelers twice.
Yep, they got Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Atlanta, Pittsburgh again, and then us.
Man, just like that boy was talking about when the last meeting, he started breaking the keyboards when they lost against the Jags. That kid was in his attic I was talking about last week. Oh, yeah. They probably biting their damn nails over there. That's not a good look. And especially at this time, we're in playoff mode.
Yeah, so all they're saying is week to week.
That's huge gains miss. That's huge. That's huge gains miss, man. That's huge gains mix. But yeah, to go back to what I'm saying though, but I don't want, and then just to throw that out there. Also, you saying you agree with Deshaun Watson did, bro? I don't know what the fuck he did. just to answer that question, I don't know what he did. What do you mean? Like the report? Yeah, the reporters told you what happened. Yo, we told y'all last week, man. There's his side, there's her side, and there's the truth, man. So we don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. We wasn't there. I'm glad I wasn't there. So it's just like that's that. We just focus on hoping we can beat their ass next week. Moving on. Seahawks beat the Rams. I'm gonna waste my time with. Yeah, moving on. Seahawks. I just had to throw it out there. Don't want nobody thinking like, oh, y'all support it. Nah, G. don't throw our name in there like that. No, we don't. Here we go. Seahawks beat the Rams 27-23. Man, the Rams looking bad. Dolphins lose against the 49ers 33-17. Chargers lose against the Raiders 27-20. Cowboys beat the dog shit out of the Colts 54-19. And shame on you, NFL, for flopping the game because I feel like the Bengals Chiefs game should have been prime time instead of that weak ass game, man.
There was just a post I just saw that said that shame on the NFL for NFL for making us watch the Colts and Cowboys instead of that game. Yep. And
trust me, I get it. But at the same time, I don't get it because I feel like the best game that was on the schedule was the game that we just played. That was game of the week. You're looking at an AFC team that's not even no playoff competition.
Well, you had the AFC Championship rematch.
Thank you, man.
There was no excuse for that.
There's no comparison. It's like that shit should have been a primetime game, but it's all good. Like I said, we will remember that. And like I said, for my fantasy, I got the Cowboys playing the Bengals, bro, in the Super Bowl, but we'll see. We will see. Anything else to add, Matt, before I go on? That was it for the results. College football playoff picture is out. Your boys is in it. I see Georgia, Ohio State, TCU, Michigan, correct? I believe that's it. Yeah, I believe that's it. on that. Like I said, we will see how that's...
Let me get comfortable here.
This motherfucker here. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead.
I mean, I know it's old.
What is that? Turn to the side. Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
I know it's old, but as soon as the playoff championship started, don't forget who the original OGs were.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, man.
We're back in. They can redeem themselves.
I'm telling you, bro. I got a huge feeling, and I know the people want to see this. I got a feeling it's going to be Ohio State, Michigan in that final, bro. It's very possible, G.
Georgia's defense is very strong, but what I hate is once again the damn setup. Georgia again has it might as well be a home game. I mean, get off the SEC's dick. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm shocked Alabama didn't make it in.
I am too. I am shocked, but it goes back to what we said last week.
Instances, we're adding a 5th seed this year. Some bullshit, you know.
Yeah, they on some weird shit, man. But we will see, man. We will see. They got Ohio State playing Georgia, and Michigan's playing TCU. So yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be an eventful game. Also, primetime signed with Colorado. Congratulations to him. Buffaloes. I'm still shocked that he chose, but at the same time, I'm not shocked just due to the background information. Just due to all the money he put into it, Jackson State. Dude was making 1.2. It was like a 4-year contract, 4-year contract, 1.2. So over that years, I'll say it's like 300,000. And I think he donated half of that just so they could get a new facility. So he took $5 million over it. Yeah, so yeah, it's no comparison, bro. $5 million, 300K. Yeah, bro. That's that. Also this weekend coming up, man, a crosstown shootout, Xavier versus Cincinnati. That is a Saturday on the 10th. Tune into that for you college basketball fans out there. Also, man, we're live streaming this Sunday, man. Please tune in right here only on YouTube. Queen City Stripes podcast. Let's go. Live stream starts at 11:30 a.m. Power hour starts at noon. Don't be late and bring a friend and tell a friend and bring a friend. Anything else to add, Matt, before we get out of here, bro?
Nope. Ready for the brownies.
Facts, yo. Ready for the brownies. Like I said, road to the playoffs, man. Redemption tour, wherever you want to call it, man. Like, we on a vengeance right now, man. Also, shouts out to new subscribers, man. We sitting at 105, man. Keep it going, man. Please share with a friend and tell a friend on that one, too. Don't be lazy. Don't be weird. Yeah, look at y'all. Who that? My bad. We love y'all, man. We all, baby. Salute.